How do you shoot that caller? Like, the enemy's over here! How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical. This is the King's Pit. I'll be honest, it's not the best sounding name, but me and the King will maybe rebrand in the future. But as of now, it's the King's Pit, which is more like a palace at the moment because moods are high in the colony. I mean, there's no doubters anyway. Right, priorities for this episode. We need to get batteries up just because it's probably long overdue. And especially now we've got our freezer up. All our food and whatnot. So I wouldn't mind some more shelving just to organise a little bit better because you know me, my middle name is Organisation. Taz Organisation Astical. So, you know, that rolls off the tongue. So this is keeping frozen, which is really good. Last time out, we got 2 mortars. We do need to make sure we bring over the incendiary shells. That means then if another siege happens, we can just lay them out. Other than that, party people, I mean... Oh, clothing. Yes, 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 Tazastical. Good thought. It's always make sure you're a sane person if you refer to yourself in the third person. Lots of gazelles. Sadly, all the rhinos have gone. I wouldn't mind hunting a few of these gazelles. Are they all over here? Wouldn't have minded killing some if they were closer, but I don't want them just to run over the map. So I think early on this episode, we can do 2 things. First of all, let's kill these elephants before they leave, because then we can use their leather for better clothing. I wouldn't mind opening an ancient danger in all honesty, so we might do that. Right, yep, elephant revenge, that's fine. Actually, I'll run you lot down and we'll go get the other elephant. Just because this is lots of food to get kibble, make sure our animals are sorted. This will make sure we've got more fine meals. Not that we haven't got fine meals, but it just ensures that at least for the rest of the episode, we're fine on that front. And then I have Kay just running in front just to hold aggro. Because then the elephant chases Kay and not the shooters. There we go. Undraft. Black. Right, Kay, haul that. Nemi, you are our hunter. Because you are the best. Look at that. Nemi hunting another animal all by himself. What a king. What a man! Yeah, we literally, as I clean my glasses, they got a smear on. I'm too excited, party people. When things go well on Rimworld, you know me. It's a party atmosphere when that happens. Yeah, batteries going up is going to be huge, because then that just means power isn't going to die throughout our colony, which is very beautiful indeed. The animals are happy. Lots of cows now, if we have a look at our animals. Quite a lot of bulls, which is a bit sad, but we have got our auto slaughter on. So they don't slaughter, because the problem that we had, which I'm glad this was sorted, is so we don't want too many bulls, because obviously, well, we prefer to have the milk. Obviously, we don't mind breeding for meat and stuff, but the main priority here is the milk. That's what's really powerful. The milk is like the cherry on the cake on a very gorgeous cake. Apparently made only of milk. But anyway, the problem is then the kids were getting slaughtered, which means less milk. Where this way, we've got like, have as many kids as you want, that's fine. But then adults is then maxed. So then the minute they hit adulthood, I was hoping Kay was going to display that, but evidently not. As soon as they hit adulthood, then they get slayed. Then that just means more food in our bellies, more food in the freezer. Apparently in that order. But like, we're looking here. Eggs, corn, meat. I know the meat is... What is the meat? Well, it is beef, so that is cow. So like, really, really good. Really strong. Because food production-wise, we're golden. We have carnivore fine meals, vegetation fine meals. That's how you say it, don't question me. And then normal meals. So really on that way, we've got that locked in. That's one tick. That's one tasastical tick. We're going in the right direction. And of course, kibble, which, more importantly, that's for the foxes, which are our, like, the king's pets, so to speak. So this episode, we've started really, really strong. We're going to get batteries, so we're going to achieve all our goals within the first 10 minutes. Problem is, we haven't really got anyone on Taylor. So Kay's a grower. What I could do is push Trout up to Taylor. And then push growing down, which makes sure tailoring gets done. Outlaw encampment. Because tailoring's mainly just going to be for immediate clothes. Rather than like, we're not going to be making money off them and stuff like I've done in the past. So I'd like to think tailoring isn't going to take too long. It's mainly just going to be making sure. It's like one more duster for Kay. Some button-down shirts, some pants for everyone. All with the elephant leather. Batteries are done. That's really golden. So power-wise, for the time being, I'll just get 2 batteries in here. I'm thinking about when we eventually expand this bit, then we'll just have the batteries in the mountain. But then thinking about that, I don't really want infestations. This series is going to be infestation free, whether the game likes it or not. Then we're going to go back into carpet making. We've got a lot of cloth. I would like to start carpeting things. And then it might be going into Devil's Strand, which will then mean we'll have to rejig some of this, which, to be fair, we might just have Devil's Strand all through the back. Or replace. Move the cloth up here. The rice can then turn into Devil's Strand. This can then become rice. Because we're not going to need as much rice because you can see the food. But then I don't want to take us all off rice, if that makes sense. So maybe no more rice. We risk it for a biscuit and go full corn. Corn takes the longest to grow, but you get the most yield from a single harvest. We'd be very vulnerable to blights and stuff like that. However, I believe with the animals thereabouts as well, we could get away with it. Some visitors, of course. Oh, this all got shored up with the sandstone wall very, very quickly. That's nice. The king's still not talking to me because of all the naysayers in the comments. I haven't seen any apologies. Sorry, the king. People still talking to him like they're like his brother, sister, cousin. Paid climbing. Tempting, I just don't think we need to risk it for a biscuit. Not yet, at least. Problem is we are delaying the throne room. It's do we get the killbots? The killbots is going to be a hefty piece of work to deal with. It just is, isn't it? No, we continue as we are just for the time being. We're pretty golden mood-wise and whatnot. Nemi can do some art. Because then the king can just chill, do some artwork. He doesn't have to talk to peasants and stuff like that. He stays out of the way. Right, there we go. Lots of tops getting made. So I look at the gear. We've got elephant leather duster. We've got rhino tops. Is that for everyone? Yep, so everyone has either an elephant leather or a rhino jacket. Nemi needs a top. But then is it just pants we're waiting on? Which are getting made now. Which is good. That gives us a little bit more protection and is probably our best in slot until we get Devil Strands. At least for the point we are here now. Bolt's good traders. We don't have any coinage. I mean, I could get Black to... I could get Trout to quickly haul this silver. Just so we have some. We do need to deconstruct this base down here. But I mean, there's no crazy rush to do that. Right, that silver has come in. Came over here, but... alright, we'll go trade. Alright, another bot's good trader. What have you got for me? If we can find the money, they've actually got a female cow, which would give us some more milk, which I'm not opposed to. They do have a lot of elephant leather. We can't really make too much money here though, can we? We could get a lot of things. I think getting the animals sorted as quick as possible is more important than a lot of the other things. If that makes sense. I think food-wise, once the animals are at a point where they're producing milk on a consistent basis and eggs, we're sort of going to be laughing. So I'd rather use the majority of my money doing that. There we go, and then some wood. I will just pause quickly as I hit my microphone. Auto slaughter cows. Female, adult. Why have we only got one? Okay, I'm going to up the cows to 20, because I think the problem is the game is getting a bit confused. So let's up it to 40, 50. So we shouldn't ever hit 50, because we've got the maximum... Yeah, I should do this. Hang on. Maximum 50, but maximum of 2 adult males. I wish there was a way to just say always have 2. I never kill them. Right. So we've got 2 adult males, never any more. 1 adult male. 10 young. 10 young, because that's fine. We're just breeding. But then when it comes to adults... then 10. That should be correct. That should be the correct way to set all this up. Because then that means we breed loads, but then when there's suddenly 20, so there'll be... If what's happening, one, we've got a lot of balls. If the maximum's 10, and there's, let's say, 10 adults and 10 children, then they could potentially just kill the 10 adults to bring the maximum to 10, like I've said. Where I do 50, it's like everyone will go, but then suddenly there's 10 kids, 10 adults, that's fine. But then suddenly when there's 20 adults, then 10 will get killed. And then that's where our food... Like, I can't make that any clearer, but the logic is there.
You serious?
Right, food-wise... I mean, we're pretty much golden. It's a case of the kill box is the next, like nimbling priority at the back of my head. We still don't have a way to fight mechs or anything like that. But I don't think we worry about that, at least for the time being. No, the trade caravan is leaving, which thank you very much for coming to see this greatness. But we've got, I feel like we're already at a point where we've nailed the food situation, which is scary to think already. Where I fail as like a leader of men, leader of females, is then when the next colonists like come in, then making sure we just keep it, like grow a little bit more or something like that. But we're all here to improve. I am very much glad that we moved over to this base though. I just think it flows better. The other base, like the mojo just wasn't there. There was like a negative aura, so to speak, around it. Where this base just exuberates positivity. Like, look at that. Oh no, it's not actually that beautiful. I'll chuck that in the barracks. Lots of milk outside, lots of eggs. Very, very nice. There's some components in there. Luckily they won't deteriorate or anything while they're in there, so there's no rush. Tattered apparel, so I'm going to go to current outfits. Anything under fit, so this would mean anything under 50% they'll drop immediately. And then hopefully it gets rid of the tattered apparel. I don't want you wearing tattered apparel. If it's tattered, don't wear it. Unless it's forced. No, the hat just got taken off. Ideology-wise, what do you need? You're our leader, so you need a head wrap. Eventually we'll make you the king and then we'll get you a crown. So I need to come in here. Make head wrap. We'll just make that out of cloth. Equally, Rhino needs... Rhino as our morale guide wears a hood, because morale guys on, like, normally wear hoods, because they're, like, down the back of alleys going, come here, kids, I'll tell you your future. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe that was a bit of blasphemy.
That is blasphemous!
I apologise. Nemi, our king, was asleep, so didn't hear that, so he won't know of the... Oh, Lee's just woken up. Hi, king. Two people on research is balling at the moment. Do we do cowboy hats? Guess we do. Cowboy Nation? Pause for a minute. Am I blind? Evidently. Or should we do it? Should we be bowler hats? It's like 7, 7.2, 3.7, 7.2, 3.7. I think we do the bowler hat. I think we are the nation that makes bowler hats look cool. Do you know what I mean? What's a tail cap? I don't know, whatever it is, it's got a good armor. Have to make it through leather. What animals have we got on the map? Got some rhinos. We could get rid of some rhinos. Are we a nation of, like, tail caps? I like the idea of that. I like doing something different each, like, series. And, like, stuff like this, you don't normally see, Okay, it's more for the cold. Boo. Well, that's it. It was always meant to be. Pause. Yeah, I think we go bowler hat. Right, where are the rhinos? Because I think this is the episode. Oh, they're right near the edge of the map, which is disappointing. Because then they have a chance to run off. How much cloth have we got sitting there? 700 odd. With 2 people on research. Oh, carpet making done. Okay, I'm not going to tell them to do research for the moment. Just because we have a lot of crops we can haul and stuff like that. I want to make sure all that gets done. Nemi's got that. Rhino, come get your hoods, please. So that means you've got the clover that you like. Let's have a look at needs. Slept in the cold. Slightly impressive. Stuck indoors. Ugly environment. Okay. We'll keep getting the statues up and then hopefully we can improve the environment. Another large sculpture done. Just as ugly as the last one. We are working towards getting carpets up and stuff like that, so it'll be able to give a little bit of beauty. Obviously the flooring offsets or gives quite a lot of negativity. -3. I didn't know if like the desert gave more dirtiness, which you'd think it would just because have you ever been on a beach? Sand gets everywhere. Should get that on a t-shirt. Sand gets everywhere. Sometimes I say stuff and I think I'm more funny than I am. And then I read the comments and I remember, no, I'm pretty hilarious. They agree. Oh, party people. I don't think we've done anything bad this series. I think, are we the good guys? I mean, we did beat to death someone.
Are we the baddies?
Kay does need armor. But we get the bowler hat up. I really like the rhinos. Oh, there they are. There they are. 4 of them altogether could be a problem. They're starting to deconstruct all this, which then does get our sandstone blocks back, which is nice. I'm going to, for the time being, I'm not going to set any research tasks up, although to be honest, what probably is the better thing to do is put clean, haul, and then do research and like third. So then you will prioritise doing them first, so hopefully they do get done, although there's always going to be a great number of hauling tasks to do around the colony, so I don't know how that works. Another cow is pregnant, so that's really nice. We might be able to get on actually lavish meals. Oh, we got a raid. They will prepare for a while. Okay, it's 14 of them. This is a... fine. So let's go under attack. We didn't haul the mortar shells, sadly. Is there any loaded? Shell loaded. Shell loaded in both of them. Okay. So let's start this fight off on our terms then. This is a tox shell. Okay, good shot. Ah, don't tell me these are going to be people that are immune to tox. No, they're not. Yeah, tox gas mild, so that hits them, gives them a few debuffs. I don't know if the debuffs are going to stay with them long enough when they come down to me. I'm a bit cautious. So looking at their equipment, I see here a smoke launcher, which then gives us the ability to tackle mech clusters with turrets. Lots of grenades, which are helpful. A chain shotgun, which I'd really like to get my hands on. Just because the killing potential that that has is crazy. Nemi, can you... Can you fire that mortar as well then, since you're that? This is an incendiary shell. Hopefully it's... There we go, good hit. This is just to weaken them, hit them with like little bits. Problem is the grenades are going to be a little bit nasty coming at us. Just having a look at the weapons that we have. Okay, here they come. Right, here we go. What is the range? Okay, so they've got... Just want to back off so then the grenades... Okay, they've actually grenaded into our base. I think I allow that. Okay, get into melee. He's going to throw a grenade. Sorry, Kate. Sorry, Kate. It got grenades, so we just make sure we use our range here and we're looking golden. Animals. Let me change the zone that they're in because they're going to run into trouble. Going to lose a bit of our base here, but... Right around the corner, that's fine. Okay, how you doing? Hopefully we're going to hit... They're going to hit the army loss penalty sooner rather than later. Like, a lot of them are dropping down. There we go, they've hit the army loss penalty. A bit to rebuild, but when you really look at it and judge it... A wall. That's about it. Right, let's do some war crimes. Just casual war crimes as they're trying to retreat. Let's get them.
Are we the baddies?
They attacked us. If they want to attack us, I'm not letting them get out easy. Like, we're not playing no light. Right, there we go. We don't have a prison. However, I think we might set that up. That might be like a semi-goal for this episode because we could have got some new colonists here. So that's a bit of a misplay. One thing we can do is look at their gear. Flak jacket. That's tainted. Flak pants. Flak pants. Right, let's get everyone stripped. I need to tick this button down on the right hand corner because then it automatically rebuilds stuff that gets destroyed. That would have been quite handy. Well, they did destroy a lamp. Good for them. Marble wall. Oh, and a cooler went. So now I know that coolers there will get destroyed in this kill box currently. I'll build the cooler around here rather than up there. We get loads of grenades, which is actually really handy. Molotov cocktail, which means what we will then do is... Build a flooring here. So what the flooring will do is make this the fastest path to get to us. So the AI will always follow that unless there's like a corpse or something blocking it. But then we can set it on fire. So the next time that humans come to us, then that's that. I always do something like every attack, like for the next attack, I like to make sure we've improved. Especially on this difficulty. I know it's sort of a bit of a silly statement. But from attack to attack, I like there to always be an improvement, no matter how small, no matter what it is. And this small improvement will be wooden there, will improve that massively. We could make it inside, but I don't think it's ever going to... We could make it inside, because then it will heat it up a little bit more. I don't think it will ever be at the point where it, like, heat strokes them or anything like that. But... anything that makes it more awkward for them and easier for us, I'm all for, so... it's a good plan. Obviously, this isn't our forever kill box. This is just something while we get started. We don't need to spend... it's like a fine line between getting a kill box up but not spending too much time on the grand kill box too early. Because you do need your other stuff, do you know what I mean? At least that's how I see it. Something like that. Basically, I talk like I know what I'm doing. Oh. Roof collapsed. Why is all that on fire? Maybe, did they come and attack this, did they? Interesting. So I'm terrible for that, like deconstructing buildings and leaving the roofs on so the roofs collapse on people. I'm sure one of the first series I ever done on the channel back when like 2 people watched, I did that and I was just like, oh poo. Do you know what I mean? Like very anticlimactic. Got a whole base sorted and you lose someone just because you can't, like you forgot to remove a roof. The problem is I get too hype about Rimworld. Yeah, I get too hype and then I just like, I'm not paying attention. Which is always the case. At that time it bit me in the bum. All in all, this is what I'm saying. So where we need to improve is the rebuild time. Our rebuild time is extraordinarily slow at the moment. So I think what I might do is go construction on 1 on both of these. I'm going to put it on 1 in the hope that we get construction jobs done really fast. So as long as we get it done really, really fast, then growing should be okay. I cannot do too many build orders, but when a repair job needs doing, it needs to get done. I would then like to... Nemi can go back to like crafting for a little bit since there's been, you know, since our last chat, the blasphemy on Nemi has gone down. So the king will do a bit of crafting to help. Okay. Because we need to make sure we have enough blocks that when we get attacked like that, we can rebuild faster. We're rebuilding incredibly slow at the moment. And that's not really great. We'll build some more graves down here. That's way too many. There we go. Love the amount of grenades. Grenades is something I've never really used. And then, like, when I get to, like, being attacked by 20 mechs all at once, like in particular like centipedes. I actually worked out getting a couple of grenades to throw in there actually does crazy work. I think like the problem is you need a base that's designed around, well, not like this base, like we saw how quickly the grenades made short work. The thing is, it's just like the work that they did on the base just didn't matter. Like, it didn't really affect us. Obviously, it slows us down a little bit because we've got to do a slight bit of rebuilding, but we get more blocks coming into the colony, and then suddenly it's like, well, the rebuild is even quicker. Food is still fine, but obviously I'm very, I'm very understanding that obviously the growers aren't doing anything at the moment. Not that they need to at the moment. We do need some more steel to get our traps up. What I am going to do, is this under a cliff? This is under a cliff. I am happily going to start to fill this up, because if I get an infestation on this series, I am going to lose my mind. A manhunter pack, this is going to be awkward. 35 tortoises. We have to fight them. Okay, draft everyone down here. Okay. As long as we're careful, this is going to be fine. Because of their speed. Because their speed is going to allow us to be able to slay quite a few of them. But because our base is down, we can't let these tortoises get in. Problem is we're not really killing them quick enough, but we can back off really slowly. Kay's there just for a little bit of defense. We've got a... This is the funniest attack that's actually quite deadly if it hits us. Like, if it gets into the base, it's actually going to cause us a lot of problems. It's just hilarious. Getting chased at by, like, murderous tortoises. Alright. Everyone target that one. Yeah, I am watching moods. This must look hilarious. How many are still coming at us? Problem is the outside wall is down. It'd probably been quicker just to build the wall. Okay, how are you health-wise? You're okay. Just, I need more accurate shooting in all honesty. Trout was going to have a breakdown. Okay, he's caught here. $25 left. What's Kay's health? I was hoping Trout would eat that and not, like, stand right next to the turtles and, like, well, basically eat it quicker. Because Trout's gonna have a breakdown if he doesn't eat. This is not the way to deal with this. Can you eat that meal? You're not gonna be able to do it quick enough. Rescue K. Like, I get it, you want to eat, but can you, like, come out of, like... like, don't do it right in front of them. Like, go home and eat. Bit nervous now. I think we've done damage to a lot of them, so they're going to be very slow. Problem is, our accuracy is pretty shocking. Come on, get rid of that. We can't really move back yet. Come on. Thank you. How many, I can't believe this is like as stressful as it should be. 17. Okay, wind turbine got destroyed. By our own hands, I might add. Great work, party people. No, that. Oh, that's just, I thought that looked like it was going to be a call up. Wall destroyed by our own hands, brilliant. I mean, we're destroying more of our base than the AI has. Probably on brand, though.
Everything is garbage.
$11. Well, this does display a glaring issue. Oh, how do you shoot that cooler? How do you shoot that cooler? Like, the enemy's over here! Like...
That is blasphemous!
Well, I think we're getting through this now. Just making sure there weren't any real latecomers. Right, 3 more, and then we're all done. We will get a little bit of meat, but nothing too crazy. Manhunter normally means everything just goes rotting straight away. Okay. That shouldn't have been as tough as what it was, but hey-ho. See, an attack like K hasn't got a treatment yet. No, pause. Okay, yeah. Okay, Kay's getting treated with the good stuff, which is probably just as well considering we just ignored her for 50 years. There's a tortoise coming. Oh, we hit a trap. Cool. Okay, there we go. There's attacks like that shouldn't be as worrisome. That's why I normally ignore who else needs treatment. That's why I normally ignore Manhunter. Because it can just get awkward real fast. As displayed. Right, animals are okay. And this is what I'm saying about rebuilding. Because on these difficulties you can get hit again and again and again, and it makes something that like shouldn't be difficult, like some tortoises, suddenly difficult. Do you know what? I just looked at the time, party people. I'm sorry, but it is that time. What an episode. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.